Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. Adepticon happened.
Yeah, it sure did.
Bunch of stuff was announced. Let's talk about it.
I'm tired.
First off, to quote Prometheus, we were wrong. We were all so wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think...
this is the first annual We're Wrong Awards. Like, for real, guys.
Well, you had at least one.
Yeah, but like 1 out of 52 isn't great.
Yeah. So
Now, well, 2 out of 52. We'll get to that in a minute.
So, because we had our prediction show
Yeah.
In the last podcast, and where we predicted what we'd hope would happen and come at Adepticon. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call 2.5.
Okay, I'll take 2.5.
We'll go over it. We'll call them as
Yeah.
we see them. Let's start with 40K, because that's the big one, right?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, yeah, hey, I bet they're going to do Knights. And they did Knights.
You were right.
Chaos Knights.
So now, you're a normal Knights player, an
Yes.
Imperial Knights player. Are you also going to be a Chaos Knights player?
No.
You're not.
Not at this juncture.
Okay, maybe filed in the future.
If I get a good deal on them, all right. Look, but here's the big thing. Like, I have normal Knights because I'm a loyal scion of the Imperium.
Sure.
But if they give me a good reason to make, shall we say, word bearers styled Chaos Knights, I may be tempted once again by the dark powers.
Okay.
With my other chaos forces. But since there's not a lot of allying going on, because like originally...
Ooh, yeah, I remember back in 8th edition, remember when Knights were kind of like the bring us in everything?
Yeah.
What happened to that? Boy, that sure got taken out back in Old Yeller.
Imperial soup was so much of a problem. They're like, yeah, okay, we got to put it...
Screw it, no soup for anyone.
Put the kibosh on that. But, hey, yeah, new Imperial Knights... by extent, I wonder how I could kit bash that new Chaos Knight into an Imperial Knight. How could I file off the serial numbers? Basically,
so here's the thing. I'm wondering if it's,
I guess reprint the.
It
serial
does look
numbers.
like it's going to be a brand new kit.
It is a brand new kit. Yeah. Well, within reason.
Yeah, but it's not just an upgrade sprue on existing Knights.
Yeah,
which is kind of what I always figured would happen because that's what we had previously.
Yeah. Yeah. There are substantial differences to the chassis.
Yes. Which I like.
Yeah, which is cool. And now the War Dogs also got a new variant, an actual War Dog.
Right.
Instead of just, yep, this is my Chaos Helverin.
Yes.
It sure looks chaosy, doesn't he?
Paint a little 8-pointed star on it and everything.
Yeah. So that's good. But I mean, none of this is in any way, shape, or form a bad thing.
No.
I'm happy with that.
So we have new Knights Codex, new Chaos Knights Codex, brand new. They're coming out probably at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So call it more predictions time because we did so well with our last one. Do we get a Knights versus Knights box?
Yes, it's called Renegade.
Sure.
So my semi-prediction is if there's going to be a box related to this, if it's not a straight reprint of Renegade, like, I will eat my hat.
Okay, so picture of Renegade here.
Yeah.
You'll have to find it because I don't remember what that is.
Renegade is just 2 Knights in a box with some terrain.
Right.
It was technically its own game, but it was 2 Knights for $200.
Okay.
So $250.
Not bad.
Today's money, probably. But hey, you know what? You can start an Imperial Knight army with that.
Yeah.
Now, we have no idea what the points values are going to be, what the stat boosts are going to be.
We have nothing.
We literally, we
did not do any rules previews.
But, so if you want to really push Knights hard, you have this already done thing and ready to go. So you don't really have to work very hard to do it.
Yeah.
I don't surmise, I mean, we're not seeing a friggin' combat patrol. Because it's 1 Knight is what it is. Or
it's just the Knight box with Combat Patrol printed on the front.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, Renegade is probably the way they're going to go, unless they just go absolutely Looney Tunes.
So that's what I was thinking, because while we were at Adepticon...
Here's a $600 box that has 4 Knights in it.
While we were at Adepticon, there was a booth there
that
had a copy of Dark Uprising, the $300 Necromunda set. What if they Dark Uprising to this? And just... like 4 Knights for like $300. No terrain, just the Knights.
Yeah, 4 Knights for $300 would be really good. I mean, I'd buy them. I mean, I'd get into Chaos Knights because that's such a stupid good deal.
Counterpoint to myself, they won't do that because they only do boxes when they can put in a character that you can only get in the box.
It's true.
And they can't do that with Knights.
So that we know of.
This is true. They won't. But it would
I
be
would like to
funny
introduce you to Sir Hector of Canis Rex.
Sure.
Who is a character is a knight character, so they could easily do that.
Yeah, they could. They won't.
Probably not. No. I think with Chaos Knights, with Knights and Chaos Knights, they're just going to be like, cut our losses. Just here's a box, or maybe not.
Chaos.
Yeah.
The only other thing announced for 40K.
2 wounds.
Yep. 2 wounds was spoiled. Finally. Please stop complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a legitimate complaint. I don't want to mean to razz anyone for that because,
they should have gotten 2
You have
wounds.
given your soul to chaos. You are now slightly weaker.
But I wanted
You're
to
you're kind of a wiener.
You have 1 wound now.
But
Too bad.
anyway,
Deal with it.
so that's new Chaos Codex coming.
Yeah.
Chaos Space Marines.
We knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming. They teased it.
Called that it was going to be or it was going to be announced.
Yes,
but,
we were kind of expecting it to be more of the focus. I think we were expecting the opposite of what
yeah.
happened. We were
Yeah.
expecting the Knights to get Knights are coming, and
Oh,
Chaos
by the way,
Space
they're
Marines to
coming.
get Chaos Space Marines.
Oh
and
my
that
God, yeah.
didn't happen.
No. Alas.
That's it for 40K.
Yeah.
30K.
New Horus Heresy box set coming out in plastic, yada yada.
So we knew that was already happening.
yeah.
The only thing that is we've seen a couple sculpts.
Hey, you know what? They look pretty good.
I think we predicted that we'd see the box. No.
No, I was
We have no
hoping-
release date.
no release date, no clue, no nothing. It may as well be the old world as far as where I'm concerned.
More imminent, I hope.
It was slightly more imminent, yes.
But yeah, they're like, ooh, beakies.
all right.
I mean, yeah, I like beakies
I like
too.
because they're cool. They're fine.
But
They belong in a Raven Guard army.
not much else besides that for 40K.
No.
I will say overall, I don't think that Games Workshop had any slam dunk awesome announcements here. Like they
No,
I guess maybe-
they blew. I'm gonna put that in a more friendly way to say it. They fired their shot at LVO.
Yeah, that's
They
fair.
were just like, yo, here's this.
And we'll see what
Which
happens
is
with Gen
fine,
Con.
I think. Yeah,
We'll see what happens with Gen Con
yeah, that too.
because that's
Woohoo,
coming
let's do it
in
in
August. Yep. We'll be there and square.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Let's
Age
go
of
ahead.
Sigmar, yeah.
Well, let's stay in the 41st millennium.
Okay.
Just for the theme.
Yeah.
One that I think you and I are both kind of trepidatiously excited about. Ash Wastes.
Yeah.
Necromunda Fury Road.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Max Necromunda Road. Whatever you want to call it.
Jokes.
As
jokes,
our
jokes.
friend Sam, who plays Necromunda with us, said, buggies versus buggies.
Aha.
So Ash Wastes, we got to see the opening box.
Yeah.
We got to see the full set of the Nomad sculpts. They are bug riding, radiation burned, mask wearing Tusken Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
And up against Orlocks, which I feel is appropriate. They
Yeah.
are the road guys.
Mhm.
We saw some Orlock buggies. We also saw the terrain. It's a very sparse board.
Okay.
We have no indication of what the rules are like for this. We know it's a new game system. So
Somewhere between Gorka and or Morka.
yeah, I'm assuming it's kind of a Gorka Morka meets Necromunda.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm just assuming it's Necromunda with vehicle rules
Probably.
and encouraging more open terrain.
Just bolt those rules back on GW. You know you'll love it.
Yeah,
Pack of freaks.
the box looks nice. We don't have a price point. I love the
It's a specialty game. It'll probably be more pricey than others. Brand new sculpts, brand new rule set. This is nothing is getting recycled here.
I'm betting it's a $210 box because that seems to be
probably, yeah.
about the price point for their new boxes.
Yeah.
Um,
I will bet it'll be maybe a little bit higher
mm,
just because they know that people who are into Necromunda are into Necromunda,
that's fair.
right? And it's not like a dig or anything. It's just like,
No, I mean we are too.
yeah.
I will probably pick up that box unless the
Mhm.
price point is obscene.
Yeah. What's obscene?
$300 would be too much.
Okay. That's what I thought.
$250 is probably the most I'd pay, and even that
Mhm.
would make me feel bad about it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well, if it comes to that, I'll definitely have to kick in for that.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I'll feel just to feel better.
maybe I
about
can trade
myself.
the Orlocks to Brian or Sean,
Yeah,
and
there
that
you
would
go.
help. Anyway, so yeah, we saw the box, we saw the models. We don't have any indication of rules or what the game plays.
Yeah, that's kind of been the overall for this.
They know they sell models.
Yeah, and again, if you're gonna show off models, you may as well do it at the model show.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, do it at Adepticon.
But like, there's huge games going on there. Maybe show off some of the rules too, you yutzes.
I think they just like to control the narrative.
Yeah, they're a company. They like to control their.
Hard left turn into Age of Sigmar. Where we were, hard, we're in that Necromunda buggy, or I'm
Yeah.
on my bug, and we just go.
I'm on the interceptor apparently because I'm Palanites. We have to get one of those shock jump dragsters and put a bunch of Palanite bodies in it.
Dig through the Orlocks and burn through the Escher and slam on the back of my Paladin Interceptor.
Yeah, buddy.
Hard Left turned into Age of Sigmar, where we were very, completely, utterly wrong in our predictions. Gur 2, Thondia Boogaloo.
Yeah.
We're staying in Gur. Now we're just getting more specific. Thondia is the main continent in Gur, and that's where all the battles were taking place.
Yeah.
That's already where they were all taking place. It's like where all the stories take place.
Right, but now it's like, okay.
We're defos there.
So the thing is, for a lot of Age of Sigmar, they haven't really gotten into location-based stuff.
We're
so
slowly
this is new.
flushing out the
We
realms.
are, yeah. Whereas before we had a map that had a whole bunch of like waypoints on it, and now we have like, oh hey, and now we'll mouse wheel in and like this specific section.
Zoom in, enhance.
Yeah, kind of.
CSI Thondia.
Mm-hmm.
So we're staying in Gur again for another year.
Yeah.
That makes the release of the Prime Hunters and Prime Targets thing likely to stick around for longer than we thought it might.
Mm-hmm. That'll be here until next year's Adepticon.
They announced a new the Thondia book, which is just going to be rules for the Incarnate, which is basically a spirit of Gur, a Realmstone spirit of Gur. It's the nice skeleton bone dragon. Did you see it?
I missed that one. I was
you
too
did?
busy.
On screen here while I show CJ.
I got food poisoning over Adepticon, so I didn't pay much attention to stuff.
Oh, cool.
It's like a little. It's like a
Bone Daddy.
Yeah, it's a skeleton of a beast, manifestation of pure amber magic. Basically, after Alariel's whole Rite of Life thing that exploded through the realms,
Yeah.
the Realmstone itself got hit by the life magic, so it's coming to life. Any army can use it.
Okay.
It's bonded to a hero.
Okay.
If that hero dies, it goes nuts and just attacks everybody.
It's like a really freaky endless spell, huh?
Well, it also says that predatory endless spells become prey. So this thing eats endless spells, apparently. Because, endless spells are so dominant in the meta.
Cyborg eats bullets, man. So actually, yeah. This is a great example of lore not interacting particularly well with gameplay. Because, oh yeah, and it'll eat endless spells. Okay, when am I going to use that?
Well, ...
If
if you play Tzeentch,
yeah.
you can maybe eat a spell portal.
Yeah, you'll probably eat a spell portal once if you're playing against specifically Cheryl's Lumineth.
If you're
That's
playing
our friend, one of our friends.
If you're playing against me, you could eat my Emerald Lifestorm.
Yeah, there you go.
Emerald Lifestorm's good.
Yeah, actually, that one has been showing up a fair whack.
Umbral Spell Portal is good.
Yeah.
Umbral Spell Portal is good. There's a few others.
Yeah.
Spells
a
are
couple
not
weeks ago,
useless,
I had
but they're not meta.
A couple weeks ago, I had somebody use the Burning Skull on me, and of course, it didn't do anything.
It's just a really cheap D3 plus 1 mortal wounds.
Possible D3 plus.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Wounds.
Personally, I play Cities of Sigmar, so I've got this gal who just shoots endless spells she doesn't like. Our favorite Witch Hunter crossbow.
Yeah. I have orcs, and we don't give a zog about your endless spells, you filthy Umi.
So we'll see what else it does. Because maybe it's like a melee character. Maybe it's a
We'll
support
see what
thing.
else it does.
Yeah, we don't know. We know it's coming with rules updates.
Yeah.
This does not appear to be the General's Handbook.
No.
They've not announced the General's Handbook yet. This one just contains pitch battle profiles for this. There's a lot of new terrain in this box, too, including, like, hey, we stole the Lumineth's waterfall.
No.
So the box
Oh,
is
shit, they did.
the box, yeah, well, and it's lore-wise, it's a cleansing aqualith. Ideal for anybody who has waterfall envy after seeing the Shrine Luminor. So it's called the Thondian Strongpoint box. It's the Incarnate and a bunch of terrain.
All right.
It's one of those things where I hope it's not too good because the only place you're going to be able to get it for a while is that box.
Yep.
And it's probably going to be $200.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's a lot of. It's like a full board worth of terrain, though.
Yes.
Right? So
well, yeah, not bad.
Yeah, give or take.
Personally, I'm kind of ambivalent on this.
Yeah.
I'm not super pumped we're staying in Gur, but I don't mind Gur. I don't mind another year to play with these rules.
Yeah.
Assuming
that's
we
for
stay
sure.
around for another year. I'm hoping it doesn't
I don't think they're. I think they probably are going to want to keep it.
Yeah.
On the cycle they've been going, just because it's easier on everybody.
Yeah. So, I'm okay with it. I like that cool model.
Yeah.
I'll probably get it just because to have the terrain in the model. I love terrain. I love that model.
So I'm gonna call my shot now. Barry Bonds point at the stands. I think next year we're going to Kamon.
Because it was mentioned in the
Blades of Corn update.
Yeah.
In White Dwarf, and it's pretty substantial.
Kamon or Shimon
Yeah.
is where my city
Kamon
is
now.
set.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also where all the Karajan overlords are set.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be swell.
Here's my called shot: Karajan overlords versus Blades of Corn.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like it. My OC Arc Bone Reapers claim to be from Kamon, but they're actually from Gur
Huh.
because they're the Ivory Host.
Ah.
But they're plated with brass.
Well, just because you play them as Ivory Host doesn't mean they have to be from Gur.
I know, but like in the mental lore that I have, it's just they are made from beast bone and they get
Sent to the processing facility
Basically,
where
they
they get
just
dipped in steel.
literally, yeah.
I mean,
it's
the
part
army
of the-
painter dip painting facility.
It's kind of like that, yeah. But then as they get beat up, the cracks start to show in the armor, and they start to freak out because I think that's a really great lore attribute.
Yes,
I think it's cool.
One of the things I love about the Mortal Realms is there's still a lot of room to come up with great lore.
Yeah, and there not only that, but there's just when you have nothing fleshed out, everything is possible.
Yes.
And I know 40K for the longest time loved to say, "Yo, this is an infinite universe, and if you can imagine it, it's probably happening in some corner of the galaxy or another." But at this point, we know that's horse pucky.
Well, I mean, it is if you play with good people. Another hard right turn. We're still in the AOS, actually.
Wow.
Did you see the new Night Haunt model, CJ?
I was aware of it. It's a monster?
So it's
What the flip?
it's T-Pain. He's on a boat. I mean, really, it's Charon.
Yeah, no, it is Charon.
It's Charon from Greek mythology.
Yeah, it's the boatman.
Picture. Yep, it's the boatman. I mean, it's a skeletal. It's Ulrak the Drowner is his real name.
Save yourself a penny for the ferryman.
Well, don't pay the ferryman. Don't even fix the price. Don't even pay the ferryman until he gets to the other side. Anyway.
See, I'm thinking of a completely different song.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. So new Night Haunt model. So we know there's a Night Haunt versus. Oh, that was the other thing that was kind of announced. Night Haunt versus Daughters of Cain box.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, but like, hey, here's some more details on it.
We know that there's the Gladiator mini for Night Haunt or for Daughters.
Daughters,
and
yeah.
Night Haunt are getting Mr. Scribe and their crossbows.
Are they getting a monster of any stripe?
Well, this guy appears to be a monster.
Okay, good. Well, because we were actually talking about this last night. Gosh, that was yesterday, wasn't it? It feels like a century ago for me for some reason. We were talking about this a little bit in the group. Like, yo, everybody's got a monster
Night Haunt lacks monsters.
except the Night Haunt.
If there is any justice in the world, the Black Coach becomes a monster in the new codex.
You'd think, right?
Because I love the Black Coach. I want to play Night Haunt just to play the Black Coach. Obviously, the Night Haunt and Daughters of Cain books are coming.
Right. We knew that.
The Night Haunt, a lot could change with them. We could spend all day talking about what we think will happen. We'll probably do that more as it comes closer.
Right.
Ditto for Daughters of Cain. Daughters of Cain is a very different situation. You have one of the books that needs it the most to one of the books that needs it the least.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Though you could make the argument that they both need it pretty badly.
In very different ways.
In very different ways.
The difference is Doc still play very wonderfully with the rules set.
Yeah.
It's just that they have one model and one hero ability that is dominant in their entire playstyle.
Yeah. That's like auto include. If you're not playing this, why are you bothering?
Right, yeah. Specifically Marathi and her double tap shooting.
This needs to not happen in your game.
Well,
just in general.
Given the fact that they wrote it into the Stormcast Codex, I don't see that going away. Because the difference is, in Stormcast, it's a once per game ability, and it's an ability that everybody takes regardless of model. Maybe they'll do that for Doc. Maybe it'll be a once per game thing, and it's not tied to Marathi anymore.
That would be swell.
I mean, it wouldn't change anything because you'd still take Marathi because she's amazing.
Right, but again, so in 40K, when you have guys who can't be wounded or can't take more than X amount of wounds in a turn, you still have three very separate and distinct turns.
Yeah.
Or phases that you can do 3 damage to them in. Whereas with, you might be able to shoot Marathi once or twice and take a wound off her.
If you're me, that's all you can do.
Yeah, but because of the way her rules are written, you get 3 wounds a turn, period, end of story.
Yes.
No more, no less.
Yes.
Marathi needs to not have that power anymore.
We've talked about that.
We've
and
talked about that at
We'll
length.
probably talk about it more when we get closer to the doc book.
Yeah.
Did you see, moving on,
Yes.
the Harrow Deep team that was
No,
announced?
what's their new one?
Frankenstein's Monsters, basically.
Oh, yeah. I did see those. Sweet.
So yeah, we have the, what are they called? The Exiled Dead.
The Franklysteins.
Yes, they're the Franklysteins and the mad scientist vampire who looks like one of the Buffy silent men. Interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked before about how Underworlds is a wonderful place to explore teams and concepts that would never be able to flesh out
Like
armies
a pirate
fully,
ogre.
like the pirate ogres. Still hoping for my Cities of Sigmar warband. I don't play Underworlds anymore
Because nobody does.
because nobody around here does.
Yeah, I should say nobody around here
And
does.
I don't like the fact that their solution to card bloat in the format was to basically say, well, here's a new format, buy new cards.
Yeah.
Let's just repeat the mistakes again.
Yeah.
But beyond that, cool models.
Mhm.
We'll probably get them just because they're unique.
Skellingtons and Franklysteins, yay.
Moving on. What do we have left? Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
We got our Blood Bowl Norskins
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. We got that really big feller.
and the Beer Pigs.
Beer pigs. Beer pigs.
Yes, we got the Beer Pigs. I don't play Blood Bowl,
I don't either, though I've wanted to.
but these are cool models.
Yeah.
They're Vikings, and they have a beer thrower and a meet a new team ready to brawl and booze their way to victory. So it's Adepticon.
My kind of man. Yeah. Whew, boy, yeah, apparently. I don't understand how anybody has time to get completely wasted at Adepticon. I was beat by the end of the first day.
Well, the solution is don't work a booth.
Oh, that it. And there you have it, folks.
And speaking of there you have it. There
That's
you
all-
have it.
That's all of our. Hey, we reacted.
So we got like 1.5 predictions right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not prophets and we're bad at this. But hey,
So when the time comes for me to finally take my ascension to the throne of Nostradamus, all you heathens and unbelievers should point to this and the last video as proof of my lack of divinity.
sure. I can think of many, many, many other things to point to for your lack of divinity. But if you really need video evidence, check out the rest of our videos.
Yeah, but check out this. Anyway,
So, of all those, what are you most hyped for? any of them.
Honestly, I'm happy for the Knights Codex. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more pomp and circumstance
Yeah.
surrounding Knights themselves. Like, the problem with this is not that I'm not excited for any of it. It's just I don't have anything to be excited for because we didn't get any rules updates or anything.
We've talked before about
Yeah.
how Games Workshop has really got down a formula of drip feeding their reveals.
Yeah.
And I think this is a victim of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're going to drip feed us the Knights because they have to maintain that hype for so long.
Yeah, but it's the Psychology 101 problem that people read that book up until the point where they found out about, Pavlovian responses and didn't get to the point where they realized that the dogs started to attack the researchers.
Well, also
after a while.
A response is weakened over time.
Yeah.
And that's, I
And
think,
my hype response has been low for a very long time.
yeah, now that we know the formula, it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
We'll wait.
Yeah, I got nothing but spare time.
I feel exactly the same way about both
Yeah.
the things I'm excited for, which is AOS and Ash Wastes.
Yeah.
Ash Wastes, I'm like, cool. I've seen the box.
All right, that's a box.
I'll get it because I like the buggy models.
Uh-huh.
The buggies, not the motor buggies. But I want to see the rules.
Yeah.
And
You gotta give it's that scene in Daredevil 2003 where the Kevin Smith's character is like, I'm giving you gold here, and Joe Pantoliano's character is like, no, give it back.
no one has watched the 2003 Daredevil,
I did.
and no one else.
No, I made Jeff watch.
So that's what happened to him.
No, he was like this before.
I mean, yeah, if he's going to agree to sit down with you and watch the 2003 Daredevil movie, I guess he'd have to be. Well, instead of watching the 2003 Daredevil movie,
It was a director's cut. Anyway, carrying on.
you should watch our previous podcast so
Yeah.
you can go back and laugh at how wrong we
Oh
are.
yeah, just look at our smiling faces and how happy we are about all these concepts. And
Look upon our
look
innocence.
upon our hubris
Gaze upon our work, ye mighty.
and despair.
Or don't.
Please, But if you do gaze upon our works, you mighty, please comment, like, and subscribe.
Let us know. Hey, if you're excited for anything, or if you felt the same way about Adepticon's reveals, let us know because I'm hearing mixed reactions.
Yeah,
and I think we'll see as this week pans out.
I think that they, I think the hype train actually does have brakes on it.
At the very least, the track can't be uphill all the time. That was a tortured metaphor. We'll see you next time on Miniatures Rundown.